Hello Global Food Chain, it's Danny here. I'm here to talk to you guys today about farms. But what specifically about farms? Well, specialization. Like it or not, the small mom and pop style farm is no longer practical. You can't wake up and start to milk the cows, then feed the chickens, and then start making hay. I mean, you could, but you just wouldn't thrive. Nowadays, farms are run by big money. It's hard for a little guy to start up. But even so, is farm specialization a bad thing? What are the positives of specialization, and what are the negatives? So let's start with a neutral aspect. With farm specialization, there's no jack of all trades. Instead, you have experts, specialists. So instead of having one farmer who wakes up in the morning, prepares the feed, delivers the feed, and then makes sure the animals are healthy, you have one guy who spent his entire life studying and analyzing feed and how the feed acts in the animals. And then you have another guy who analyzes the animals' health to make sure that they're all okay. So these guys are high quality, studied hard, they know what they're doing. So because of that, we have better managed farms. You have a guy who went to school to manage farms, a guy who studies feed, a guy who does this. The farm is better run, it runs more efficiently, and you're getting the max that you possibly can. And as a result of better managed farms, you have things like less wasted fertilizer, smaller CO2 footprints, and location advantage. Now, location advantage is in a broad scale. So for example, you don't want to be raising cattle in PA. I mean, you could, but it's best to have the cattle in the Midwest where the soil is bad, and then save the good soil, like in PA, and plant your crops along there. Another thing is, if you specialize, you don't have to buy as much machinery. Take Mercer View Farms. The only thing that they have to buy are things related to cows. Now, tractors are extremely expensive. I mean, huge amounts of machinery, huge amount of maintenance, they're extremely expensive. But if you only have to buy one piece of machinery for your one product that you're going to be producing, you can save a lot of money and produce what you're producing a lot more efficiently. And as a result of producing more, the price of products goes way down. Instead of just producing a few gallons of milk, you can produce hundreds or thousands of gallons of milk. And the laws of supply and demand say, the more supply, the cheaper it is. And so as a result, the average consumer like you and me gets things way cheaper than what they would be if people tried and diversified. So specialization in farms provides better managed farms, less waste, easier to manage, and cheaper products. So what are the downsides? Well, one of the biggest ones is the low diversity. Back in the 1900s, there were over 300 types of corn. That's a lot of types of corn. But nowadays, there's only roughly about 12. Now, that in itself is not a bad thing. What is a bad thing is the possibility of a plague. Look at what happened in Ireland in the 1800s with the Irish potato famine. Most of Ireland was producing one type of crop, potatoes. And the potato crop went south, millions of people died because of starvation. Now, another problem that farms have is because the market is so interconnected, one problem can have stocks crashing down. And then the price of all the corn, all the milk, all the products will just decrease. It could be a major decrease, or it could just be a minor decrease, but they all will decrease. Now, in addition to that, the quality of soil gradually depletes the more you crop. Crop rotation does exist, and what crop rotation is you take one type of crop that drains the soil a lot, and you plant it one year. The next year, you take a different type of crop that drains the soil a little, or reinforces the soil, and you plant it the next year. And you just go back and forth. Now, spreading manure and fertilizer does help, but even still, that only minimizes the problem. It doesn't completely restore it. Last but not least, it's hard with farm specialization. It's hard for a little guy to start up. A 2015 John Deere 680 JD combine costs roughly $362,000. That's $300,000 for this tractor. Now, all this tractor does is it sets the corn up and puts it into the tractor. you still need additional equipment to husk it, shell it, and strip it, and to throw the corn away. And each addition costs thousands of dollars as well. Now, the tractor I just mentioned, with a price tag of $362,000, was used with thousands of hours on it. So all in all, farm specialization has its perks and its negatives. While it helps, right now, it helps the economy and the environment, and it's the best that we have. However, there still are some things that could be improved. Is farm specialization worth it?
Thanks for watching Global Food Chain. I hope I made you a lot more informed.